My name's Richard. I've been supporting the club for over 60 years and a season ticket holder for over 50.
My name's Matt, season ticket holder for 3 years, supported the club since 2019.
My name's Michelle, landlady of the Blue Boar, and I've been supporting Southend for 9 years.
I'm Paul Hill, I've been supporting Southend United for 36 years and also a season ticket holder.
I'm Freddie and I've been supporting the club for 3 years.
My name's Frank Banks and I've been a player and supporting this football club since 1958. What does Southend United mean to you? So history-wise or following them, you must have good memories of them, maybe in the playoffs or matches that actually stick in your mind. I know somebody mentioned David Crown had scored a couple of goals in a game. Are there special games that you can remember? Maybe the Manchester United game where Freddie Eastwood scored the winning goal, or are there other games that stick in your mind?
The highlight of my whole period supporting Southend would be Bury away, when we first got to the second tier of English football for the first time. Being down to 10 men. I've watched the game back since, and it's not quite as great as I thought it was on the day, but the day itself was unbelievable. So much to coming back, and Peter Butler was in the railway with Pat Scully on the table singing till very, very late in the night. It was just an amazing day.
But we could have Kevin Mayer and staff in here on Sunday up on the table singing as well if we get back into the EFL. What a great thing that would be, wouldn't it?
That would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yourself?
For me, I've had an unfortunate time with the results, and since 2019 we've dropped lower and lower. My first game was Chris Powell's last game, 2-0 away at Peterborough. And then my next game was Sol Campbell's first game where we lost 7-1 to Doncaster. So I've not experienced the highs of Southend. It's just been the people and the club. It's just drawn me into it. Meeting people through the club that supported years, growing off their passion for the club. And me and my wife go together, and it's been our hobby and our little break from real life for so long. It's just been fantastic to see us get anywhere near where we should be.
Yeah, well, we should be where we should be back in the EFL.
Yeah.
But if you look at the clubs that are actually in this division as well, you know, you look at York and people like this, they probably all think the same as us.
Yeah.
And to get back into it, obviously, is what we need to be, what we need to do. Yourself?
I'm similar to Matt. I've seen a lot of bad times, unfortunately, with the results on the pitch. But at the same time, we've also seen some really good times off the pitch. We've all come together as a community. We've got a really strong fan base. We've got an amazing following. So actually, I think the results on the pitch have been quite irrelevant compared to everything that's happened off the pitch and what we've achieved.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's, well, what does it mean? It's a big question, isn't it? But again, community. I think throughout the years, from all the promotions, from all the relegations, we've suffered the good times and the bad times. But one that really sticks out for me is of them always winning the league title at Rootsall. You know, and seen loads of promotions, been to playoff finals, but winning a league title, oh, brilliant that was. Having Sean go to and have fans from all different clubs coming down shows you the power of football and how it can bring people together. And that strong community spirit that it had, because what an occasion that was. And but yeah, that really sticks out for me there.
What about the playoffs that we've just had?
Yeah, it's been like a roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah, which one did you enjoy?
I enjoyed the Rochdale one.
What are your memories of the 2015 playoff finals?
Oh, that was a mad one, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So,
I think roller coaster of emotions was just mentioned, and that was like so down. It just looked like it wasn't going to be our day, didn't it, until that dramatic finale. And then even in the penalty shootout, I think we missed the first penalty in the penalty shootout again, much like at Forest Green the other night. So it looked like we were going to be behind in that, as we were, and to come back and win at Wembley. It'd be nice to do it in 90 minutes on Sunday, but winning at Wembley, that anyway is great, isn't it? So,
It is.
anyway.
How did it feel to fall out of the Football League?
Gutting.
Yeah.
Yep.
To be honest, I wasn't surprised. You've been fighting relegations, been in relegation battles for so long. When we finally did, it kind of put us out of our misery a little bit as well. I was feeling like, right, it's happened now. And then it was, how much further can we fall? You know, we can't fall down forever, so it's got to stop at some point. And then, luckily it did, and things have changed. But I wasn't surprised really, to be honest.
No, Still hurt a lot though.
Oh yeah,
Still
massively.
hurt a lot
Still hurt.
because we shouldn't be at this level. I know what you say about other clubs that have come out, and with the relegations now, it's going to happen to some decent sized clubs. But hopefully, we're just not down this division as long as Wrexham were before they eventually got on the move.
They bounced up
Yeah,
over 2 seasons, but they've
Yeah.
had a lot of money
Yeah,
invested
for sure.
and things like that. We've had money invested, obviously, from
Yeah.
our consortium, which is good, and improvements are going to be made. Getting back into the Football League, obviously, is more. You're going to get more money coming through into the club from the EFL and stuff
Sure.
like this, which makes a big difference to players, to the manager, and to the club itself.
I think it'd be a big catalyst because we came down in such a bad way. We've been through such a bad time, previous ownership, and just everything that's going on at the club was just so awful. But now, if we can get back into the EFL with Cossie behind us and everything else that's positive going on now, I think
Foundations are there, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're quite right.
Build.
The foundations are there,
That's the
and
long-term
hopefully we
plan.
can build on those foundations.
And when you think about it as well, I look at League Two, and it's just an extension of this league. So if we were to go up, I fancy us having a really good season with the people that we've got behind the club, and
Oh.
you know,
It can be done, can't it? And we've
Yeah.
done it itself, and successive promotions. Once you get everything right within the club, it can move on quickly, hopefully.
fingers crossed.
So, how do we feel about this being a special season? We're one game away or 90 minutes away from getting back into the Football League. How do we feel about that?
really positive. I don't think the changeover of ownership and how well we're now doing is a coincidence. I'm really hopeful that we've set the foundations, we're turning things around, and I think we'll keep going and going.
The season's turned from Christmas, isn't it? Like you say,
Hmm.
when we've been able to recruit players that we want into the positions we've wanted. To a slow start to the season, of the delayed completion of everything. So everybody else had done their business early, and we've picked up a couple of players that have made a big difference, and seem to be building momentum towards the playoffs and picking up speed at the end of the season, where other sides might have quietened off. Gateshead's running was terrible, and towards the end of the season, Oldham didn't have great results going towards the end of the season, even though they picked up a couple of good results in the playoffs. But so the team spirit seems to be back again now, and everybody seems to be behind it.
The embargoes don't help, do they?
Yeah, I mean the team spirit was highlighted by the comebacks, wasn't it, in the two recent playoff games? I mean they couldn't have come back like that without a decent team spirit. And we looked down and out at Rochdale, didn't we? I'm usually reasonably optimistic. At 2-1 down I was. When it went 3-1 down, I wasn't so much, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But to come back like that, it was impressive.
I mean, you look at the record from Christmas as well, you think, because we had that never say die attitude, didn't we? Remember we had 13 players, we couldn't even fill a subs bench, could we? And we had that real grit and never say die attitude. Kind of tailed off, I think, around about Christmas. I don't know if you saw that. But then, I don't know what happened. I mean, maybe they got a nice bit of rest over Christmas. Because we steamrolled it, but I don't think we were lucky. I don't think we crept in. I think we lost 4 games all season, in 2025.
How did you feel watching our playoff matches against Rochdale and Forest Green Rovers? I guess you were sitting on the edges of your seats, and especially the penalty shootout, which was very nerve-wracking, wasn't it? Watching people step up, and I think we missed the first penalty as well. So looking back at that, it was quite awful.
3-1 down at Rochdale, I was sat in my seat again. I was done. That was it. We were getting ready to go home. But to come back the way we did, and the crowd reacting to them, just drove them on. After that second goal went in for Southend, they believed a bit, and the third went in, and everywhere went crazy. And then to get the fourth, and for it to be Kendall coming off the bench, and just seemed to all fit into place.
Yeah.
And then at Forest Green, I thought first half we looked a lot better than them, and it was just unlucky, I think, that we conceded the goal for them to come back and take it to extra time. And again, you felt like they got the advantage when we 2-1 down. Then we come back again, then it's penalties. It's just absolutely fantastic as a fan to go to those games. They don't happen all the time, and to get 2 in a row to get you to Wembley is just incredible.
You've got to put that down maybe to the management team as well, how well they've done.
Yeah, Kev subs on both games.
Yeah.
Turn the game.
Yeah, turn the game completely round. I mean, stick Jack Bridge on, and he scored.
Yeah, and to
That
swap
goal.
it the other way at Rochdale.
Exactly.
Mm.
So, you know, and Darren and Mark, they've done and all the behind the scenes as well. The guys behind the scenes, the ones over at the football club, behind the bar, security, this sort of thing, and hospitality. These guys here that are behind the scenes, but people don't see that, right? And these have stuck with us through thick and thin, right? No matter what, maybe not getting paid as well, but then at the end of the day, it's come out that, you know, it's proved the point. These people have been loyal, same as everybody here. We stuck by the club.
I was
Definitely
stood,
deserve this.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
We do.
I
Yeah,
was stood next to one of the people who works for the club, know him well. Stood between him and my wife. I turned around one way, he's in floods of tears. Turned around the other way, my wife's in floods of tears. And it's everything to these people. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
So for everybody, it's huge.
It is. It's a bit like the drug, I suppose, isn't it? You know, you get into that, and it becomes. It doesn't take over your life, but you need to be there. You need to support the club. You just need to be behind them. So
I think the good thing is that because we've come back twice now, and because we've won on penalties as well, we know we can do it. We've got that belief. If we'd have made it easy and had an easy win for both games, and then we go down at Wembley, we would end up with the real negativity. And now we know we've done it, that will keep the positivity up. We know we can come back again.
well, I think that this playoff run just epitomised everything what Southend's about.
Yeah.
I'd never say that we will keep going. We'll keep what's been going on behind the scenes at the club. I mean, wow, what were we? 90 minutes, couple of hours away from folding, being non-existent. Now we're 90 minutes, maybe extra time and penalties away from the Football League again. And you hear this thing that Southend never dies. We'll never say die. Brilliant. And,
Maybe in a way that's what makes it even more special because
Yeah.
we come so close to losing this club. It was
Yeah.
frightening. It really
Yeah.
was scary times.
absolutely.
And now to have these exciting times.
This journey does not come around often in football for
No.
many clubs,
no,
does it?
it doesn't.
So we've got to enjoy it. Absolutely.
So you've been watching just the Vanarama League.
Yeah.
So you haven't watched the English Football League with Southend
No.
United yet. Well, let's hope next season we're going to be back into that league. Yeah. Okay. How much are you looking forward to Southend United going back to Wembley? You haven't seen them at Wembley,
I've been to Wembley sort of 25 times with England.
and not with Southend.
Never with Southend. It'll just be different. There's something about you.
Well, the atmosphere is obviously going to be different. And so, your memories of Wembley?
Yeah, brilliant. And that's just said, we were in the Cardiff League Two playoff final. That was a special day as well. But there's something about Wembley, isn't it? It's like the home of
Cardiff's
English football.
great because of the fact the ground's in the city centre. There's so many pubs and places to eat around it. But Wembley's just Wembley,
It's a
isn't it? It's
special
the
place,
iconic, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
I got engaged at Wembley.
Yeah.
The first
You
time.
did?
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant.
Did you get married?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
so you could have got married. at
Only
Wembley.
once though.
Only once, okay.
There's still time.
There's still to the end.
I mean, we've won at Wembley and we've lost at Wembley. So and it's a great occasion when we go there. I mean, I think whatever happens at Wembley, I think there's going to be so many of us here. What a great occasion!
It
A
is.
great end. Well, hopefully, I won't say the end, but I mean the season, but part of this story. And I think even if we don't go up next season, it's going to be amazing. And I think it's going to spur the players on. Look at what they can achieve. You've got the Wembley. You can have more of these occasions.
Yeah.
We can kick on.
Special for the players as well. To
Oh,
actually
Sure.
brilliant! Yeah.
play
Yeah.
at Wembley.
Oh, yeah.
I never got that opportunity, but never mind. Right. What would winning mean to you on Sunday? What would it actually mean if we beat?
A huge hangover on Monday.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could open the pub and door right
Yeah.
here, couldn't you? So, yeah.
Yeah. I just think getting back to the EFL is a thing, isn't it, really? I mean, it had its novelty value, this league, at the start, going to different grounds and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's kind of worn a bit thin now. And I just want to be back in the EFL, really. It's won't be long, as we've previously said.
I think if we do win on Sunday, getting there, it's going to kind of close a chapter on
Yeah.
such a dark period of the club. And I think it's going to really have that potential to kick us on because, we should be League One, fighting for the Championship. We've been in the Championship, And I look at teams that have gone before us, your Lutons, Bournemouths, and I look at them now and thinking, well, why not us? It can happen.
Yeah.
And we've got the right people, I feel, involved now. As mentioned, the foundations, the quality of players that we can bring in. We've certainly got the fan base. There's no reason why we can't,
Well,
really kick on.
Yeah, we regularly played Bournemouth and Brighton, etc. back in the day, regular opponents, and now they're Premier League, so it can be done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Out of the National League first, of course.
Let's get back into the EFL, get back into the
Absolutely.
second division, and then work our way